This is additional explanation for the graph that you were producing from worksheet 1 in your workbook. So I want to look at a couple lines on here. So this line from 0 to 6 seconds is called the secant line. That line represents the average velocity for the entire trip. Okay, that's secant line. Now, they did another secant line on here. From 2 to 4 seconds. That would also be another secant line. And this would be the average velocity for 2 to 4 seconds of time for that trip. Okay, so those are two secant lines. Now, I want to talk about the tangent line. So if you keep reducing the secant line, you could reduce it down and keep drawing it closer together from 2 to 4 seconds, and you could get it to go to 1 point. And then we would draw a line through just that 1 point. And I'm going to do that right here, just through that 1 point there. And we would call this the tangent line. So in other words, when it goes through just 1 point on that graph, and I have this, my 1 point is right there in the blue, okay? The tangent line, this represents the instantaneous velocity at, it would be 3 seconds in this case because it's going to be the midpoint of 2 and 4 seconds. Okay, so this is the instantaneous velocity. So in other words, the average velocity would be the secant line between 2 points. The tangent line running through 1 point on that graph would tell you what the instantaneous velocity is. Okay, so if I looked at like some other tangent lines on here, if I drew like through this point right here, that would be the tangent line. If I drew it to this point right here, it would be about like that. And if I did this point, you can see the tangent lines are getting steeper. So that means that the velocity is increasing. So if we can just kind of go and just roughly draw some tangent lines through 1 point, we can see the line is definitely getting steeper as time goes on. So this is just kind of a introduction to acceleration. So in your book, they call this uniform acceleration. We can also call it constant acceleration. So you guys are supposed to do page 96 is the worksheet, just questions 1 through 12.